Alright, so I want to do a quick video on reading stone. Reading the surface of the stone or the glass or whatever piece it is that you're working on. This is primarily for the subreddit, mapping subreddit on Reddit. I'm seeing a lot of questions, people popping up in there talking about short flakes. So I wanted to try and make a video and see if we can put some of that. There's so many different factors, it's hard to just answer the question. Yeah, there can be a lot of things going on as to why your flakes are short. So what we're going to do, we're going to start here and look at, this is a flake, Texas flint. Okay. Move you around a little bit. Woo. Now, this is the back side of the flake, so this is the side of the cortex that would be the side that was facing outside on the rock. This is the interior of the flake. Right here, when I turn this, you can see the bulb of percussion right in here, and you can see the platform right here that I hit to knock this flake off. I probably took this flake, and I know that's blurry, but I probably took this flake with a copper bobber. Can't remember. Typically, the softer percussor, the less noticeable the bulb is. But anywho, that's not what this is about. So, even though this is very exaggerated, see this curve here? Okay? That's how your flakes want to run. Every time. That's how they want to run. You got to give them that sort of surface to run across. Okay? So, using the same piece of stone, I can explain that. You can run flakes, never mind the cortex, but you can run flakes up and over the top of this and around because it has a convexity. On the bottom of this, you'd be hard pressed to run a flake very far at all because it is concave. So any flake that you hit and came in this way or this way would run in here and hinge when it got to this area. And the reason being, the way I like to think of it, is that the flake is a vibration in the stone. It's tearing itself out of the stone. If it doesn't have any place for that energy to be, it just runs out and stops, and then you get a hinge. Okay? So, that could be part of the problem that guys are having. Another thing is platform preparation. If platforms are crushing, make them stouter. Now, that was a very kind of in-depth look at that. What we're going to do here is talk about platforms for longer flakes. So here we have another piece of the same stone. You see this platform here? It's really sharp. It's way too sharp. Even with a super soft antler, that platform would not work. So what we want to do is stiffen that platform up. Then we can use it. Now I'm going to use copper tools for this. I like to use a small copper bopper to change my platforms. Just a slight grind. Take the sharpness off so that we don't crush. And I get going on my leg. Okay, now I want to move that platform down. I'm going to take the flake off the bottom of this. You can see a big bulb of percussion on this flake. Right here. I'm going to remove that bulb of percussion. So I'm going to set myself up a platform. Tip the stone when I get ready to set this platform. Tip the stone down. That is on purpose so that we get short flakes. Just short little trimming flakes, you'll hear guys call this. Just right down the edge. Quick, short strokes. Okay? Now, it looks like we took a bunch of pressure flakes on that edge. Okay? We move that edge of that platform down. Just like we were taking a bunch of pressure flakes. So, now when we get ready to grind, get ready to take this next set of flakes, take your abrasior and grind so that as you're taking off the small micro flake, you're moving the platform back in the direction that you want the flake to come off. So see how I'm grinding this way? I'm taking off the little flakes the same way I was swinging the bopper. Okay? And once that edge is nice and stouted up, not sharp anymore, I'm going to take a bigger copper bopper. That may be too big. Now, I want to turn this, instead of this angle, I want this angle. Okay? Generally upward. Okay? And we're going to flake. Now, this is the flake we took. See if I can get it in frame. Oop. That's the flake we took right there. And as you can see, it went, 80% across the piece, at least. So, nice and flat. Okay? Now, another quick tip, and this is a nice little arrowhead if you want to make small points, but as you can see where the flake came out, okay, there's now concavity there, right here. If you try to take a big flake on either side of this and it runs into that concavity, hinge. So what we're going to do is take our short little bopper flakes like we did before, except we're going to take them with the piece tipped down, kind of like pressure flaking with a bopper is the way to think of it. Short flakes towards that concavity to take the material off from around it and make it no longer a concavity, so that we can take more flakes in that area. Now, there's a big flake we need to take here. I'm going to take that flake. After I do any adjusting, I like to grind the platform I'm about to hit again. Okay, we're going to tip the piece up to take our flake. Okay. And it broke up a little on me. I lost the platform and that other stuff. But there's the next flake we took on the bulb. Okay. And that leaves us with a ridge between the two flake holes. We can clean up this little bit of concavity with just short flakes with our bopper. You don't have to grind these. Just keep your fingers kind of close to the edge. Okay. Now as you can see, there's no more concavity there. I hope you can see. I have a hard time keeping stuff in the frame. And we can run more flakes in there. And with this being the back side of the flake, we can run some nice flakes up through here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that flake, set that platform, and take that flake. You don't want to be hitting on the cortex. It dampens the butter. So we're going to do little trimmers to get that platform ready. And these little trimmers and setting platforms and things like that, that's what all this is about. It's not about taking massive swings and things of that nature. We're going to tip it up, give it back support, hit it. Okay, I lost that piece. I actually just threw it down on the ground. But you can see that flake. It followed that ridge on the back and ran 3/4 of the piece again. So hopefully that helps you guys. It gets a lot more difficult as the workpiece gets smaller, but that's when you have to start isolating platforms and all that fun stuff. But that's a video for another day. So hopefully that helps.